Hey, so good morning, everybody. This is me, SXJ, with the SXJ Project. It is Memorial Day weekend. So if you get the opportunity to see this either on Facebook, YouTube, or whatever website they decide to share it on, I hope you guys definitely enjoy the next few minutes of me, SXJ, with the SXJ Project, just kind of basically giving some of my opinion, my perceptions, my thoughts, maybe the way that I value things, and just putting you inside of my head, a single man, a single black man in this world today, as far as how I may necessarily look at things, right? So some, not all, but enough of us may necessarily feel this way. We may not feel this way. Some of us, not all of us, but enough of us, we don't typically understand everything like how everybody else tends to put it. So it's always good to hear somebody else talk. It's always good to hear somebody else's opinion. And it's definitely always good to get some value from another individual, especially if they are expressing themselves. Now, we may not necessarily appreciate their expression, but that doesn't mean that their expression is wrong. That doesn't mean that there's any wrong or right in somebody's opinion. That just means that, hey, that's their opinion. They value it for whatever reasons that they value it, because of the things that they've been through, because of the steps that they've walked in life. So you may be able to take something from the things that they value, right? Put it into some of the things that you value, and then create a new value, if that makes sense. So let's get to the topic. You cannot control my dick. So a lot of you sisters, not all of you sisters, but enough of you sisters tend to think that you can control a man's ding-a-ling. But that's not true. You will never be able to control a man's ding-a-ling. It's really ironic that I sit back and I watch all of these different memes on Facebook, Instagram, and social media everywhere, where basically you got these chicks holding guns to the guys' heads, telling them all of these crazy, irrational ass, belligerent ass things, talking about what they better do. All of that's fake. See, sometimes, not all the time, but enough of the time, some of you sisters build some type of impression or some type of thought inside of your head to make you feel like, yeah, you can control what we do as far as our ding-a-lings, but I'm sorry, love, you cannot control his ding-a-ling. Regardless if his ding-a-ling is this big, or that big, at the end of the day, it does not matter. A man is gonna do what he wants to do. Now, I know that when we were young, we were told a few things, right? I hope so. I hope that they told you guys one day, a long time ago, that you cannot stress over shit that you can't control. So when I decided to talk about you can't control my ding-a-ling, it wasn't because I wanted to be reckless and tell you, hey, I'm gonna do what I want to do. It's because I want to help some of you sisters out, and I actually want to help some of you brothers out too, right? Because at the end of the day, some of you brothers try to control a sister's beautiful blessing, right? Her family youth. But you cannot control the twats. I'm sorry, you just cannot control the yoni, the pussy, however you want to put it. You cannot control it. But again, some of us brothers, not all of us brothers, but too many of us, we tend to think that we can control the pussy. We think that we can make a woman do what we want her to do, and then she's gonna be scared to get out there and to cheat on us. That is the most absurd thing that I have ever heard in life. I'm sorry, but you cannot control the ding-a-ling, or you cannot control the yoni, the coochie, whatever you want to call it, right? So some of us, not all of us, but enough of us, we stress. We stress so much to where we're so worried about what this other person is doing to where we're not really focused on ourselves. Now, there's always going to be that a few exceptions. Well, I ain't worried about no dick. I could care less. I'm not worried about what no man do. A man gonna do what he want to do anyways. Anyway, I don't care. Yeah, I hear them, but I think that's some bullshit. I'm gonna tell you why. Simply because every time they tell you that they don't care, why do they get so mad and so emotional? That's right, because they really do care. See, some of us, I guess it's a defense mechanism, not all of us, but too many of us, we try to pretend like we don't give a shit. We could care less. It's whatever. Anyways, move on. Do what you're going to do. I'm going to do me. But that's not true, because if that was the case, then we would never settle down with anybody. They settled down with you and they got with you for two reasons. They either saw some value in you, or they saw a way to take value from you. Let me repeat that again. They settled down with you for two reasons. They saw value in you that they like, or they saw the value in you that they could take from you. Basically letting you know that, look, I either really appreciate this person, or I'm gonna use them for some ass, I'm gonna use them for the money, I'm gonna use them for their looks, trophy girl, trophy guy, whatever it may be, lusting, rebound. At the end of the day, they saw something in you to either appreciate or to depreciate and take. Those are the only two reasons why we settle down. So if somebody settled down because they saw some good in you, then guess what? No matter how much they tell you that they don't care, they actually care. But let's get to the stressing part. Some of you sisters, not all of you sisters, because I'm speaking from a man's point of view, y'all start going crazy. Okay, you think I'm out there slinging a ding-a-ling to everybody, and you start losing yourself. You're no longer the woman that you used to be because you're so busy running up behind me, chasing me, trying to make me put my ding-a-ling in order. But baby, what you don't understand is that you gonna never own this ding-a-ling. This is all my ding-a-ling, girl, and I can sling it where I want to sling it, how I want to sling it, when I want to sling it. I can sling it in who I want to sling it in, and if I don't want to put no rubber over before I sling it, then that's what I'm gonna do. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but that's most men's truth. We're going to do what the hell we want to do, how we want to do it, why we want to do it. No reason whatsoever, other than some of us just nasty as hell. We'll fuck anything walking. Hell, shit. Some of us, we sling a ding-a-ling to ding-a-ling. You feel what I'm saying? And I hate to say that, but that's just the truth. Some men out there, they don't even want your coochie, girl. They want somebody else. And the point is that you can't control him wanting another man, another woman, or wanting a few other different things. I don't know what the hell you want to call it. But the point is that you cannot control my dick. It's really simple, love. Shit's not rocket science, but I don't want you out there stressing. I don't want you losing yourself. I don't want you crying. I don't want you losing weight. I don't want you yelling at your kids. I don't want you emotional. I don't want you to become unfocused. I don't want you to be worried. But the worst thing is I don't want you to not be a woman anymore. See, as a man who sit back and I witness too many of you sisters slowly no longer becoming women. You're slowly losing the element of a woman. You don't want to love. You don't want to open up. Hell, you don't even want to text me back. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You don't want to text me back. Why don't you want to text me back? Oh, that's right. You're scared. You're so scared to love me. You're so scared to open up to me. You're so scared to just be the woman that you are, to where you can't even just live. But that's all because a part of you wants to control the ding-a-ling and you can't. So you start stressing out. So listen, I want you guys to think about that. Just really, really simple, right? That you cannot stress over the things that you cannot control. You cannot worry about what this individual is going to do. It's not that you do not care, but what you have to understand is that no matter how much you cry, no matter how much you fight, no matter how much we argue, no matter how much you try to scratch him up, girl, and no matter how much you call Keisha on the phone, and no matter how much you tell Shonda about how he treating you bad, no matter how much you open up to your co-workers, your mama, your auntie, your cousins, no matter how many times you done told your brothers to go beat his ass, guess what? You still can't control his dick. Now you done wasted all of this energy, all of this effort, trying to run up behind, trying to control something that you can't control. But I'm gonna tell you what you can control. You can control yourself. You can control your happiness. You can control your self-worth. Now, if y'all actually stuck around long enough to hear the end of the video, here's the good part. You can control your self-worth, your self-respect, your self-love simply by stop giving away the pussy so fast. Isn't that something? Stop being so physical and so in lust about everything. Start seeing people for who they really are. Stop putting titles on every damn thing, because girl, every time you run and you hurry up and you put a title on something, that don't mean that that's what it is. Why is it that we cannot have a relationship without sex? Now don't get it twisted. I love sex, but I love sex with the right person. It's really that simple, right? I mean, I know some of us, we're gonna do what we want to do anyways. We're gonna fuck and we're gonna have fun and we're gonna have an understanding. But this is what happens when you have an understanding. Somebody forgot how to understand. I'm gonna say that one more time. This is what happens when you have an understanding. Somebody forgot how to understand. And because somebody forgot how to understand, somebody caught feelings, somebody got emotional, somebody took some shit to the next level. I don't know what the hell it is. But at the end of the day, if you really, really, really want to be able to control something, because you can't control the dick, you can control your self-actions. You can control your mind, body, your spirit, your soul, and you can make better choices. You can practice being more in control of yourself, so that way you don't have to worry about if you can control the dick. You feel what I'm saying? So look, shout out to everybody that came in, logged in, watched this, repost, share, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I love all of y'all for following me and for supporting me in the SXJ Project. And what do I always say at the end of my videos? Make sure you tell somebody that you love them, you appreciate them, you care about them, you see the value in them. Make sure them babies get home safe, drive safe, pay attention to the homeless, get them some fruit, some vitamins, some water, anything you can do to help out today, do that. And y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Good morning. I love every single one of you guys. Goodbye.